Hello and welcome to Black Bear Atheist. Today we're gonna check out atheist versus believer. It's Cat Williams versus and actually Cat Williams and Amber Rose debate the existence of God. I don't think this was actually a debate between them, but if it is, it would be interesting. I'm watching this because of Cat Williams. I really don't know who Amber Rose is. Again, I am not really that social.
I do not believe in God, no. I'm an atheist for sure.
Not a Satanist.
I'm not a Satanist, no.
And there is a distinction.
Satanists are just, they're atheists as well, but they're just more political.
Okay.
They have like it's actually a very rational, logical religion. I just believe in science. I believe in evolution.
You don't necessarily believe in science, neither do you believe in evolution. You don't need to believe in a fact for the fact to still be reality. You don't need to believe in it, it's just reality. I mean, I don't know how else to say this, but you don't have to believe in evolution for evolution to work. It's already a thing. Evolution is a fact. So science tries to explain things around us. It's not you don't need to believe in it. They just try to find the best explanation for the things around us.
I don't believe that God, gave us Jesus as his son from a virgin mother, and I definitely don't believe in the Bible. I think it's like cool.
Oh, also, don't forget the fact that God is Jesus. Yeah, the classic Trinity of bullshit.
Stories, but I don't believe in most of the stories in the Bible. A lot of Christians that I have met throughout my life, I found to be very delusional.
I wouldn't say delusional because I was a Christian. Neither would I call Christians dumb or stupid or weird. Cause okay, weird, yes. Weird, yes. Stupid, no. Not smart, no. Anything like trying to downgrade them in a way, no. Cause I was once a Christian and I actually was not I wasn't a genius, but I actually had decent brain cells. So I don't think Christians are, well, to an extent, the deeper you go, the deeper you are delusional. So maybe she has met the delusional Christians.
And liars.
Oh yeah, the video that was just shown, that's the delusional Christians.
And so that's what initially started me into looking into atheism. Not to say that every Christian is like that, because I don't believe anything is a monolith. But yeah, I realized that I was an atheist, and I think there's no evidence that a God exists. It's just people believe it, and then it becomes true for them. But there's no evidence that a God exists at all.
Do you believe in hell?
No.
So when you die,
I don't believe.
Do you believe in hell? Why would she believe in hell when she doesn't believe that a God even exists? What kind of question is that?
Even the devil, I don't believe the devil exists. I don't believe in any. I believe that they're fictional characters, and this is probably gonna make people really mad. But I believe that Jesus was a cult leader. I mean, just think about it, Jason. Live. By my word. Do as I say. I'm a selfish God.
Oh yeah, Jesus definitely was a cult leader. I mean, it was no different than like Muhammad. He just never finished his the classic storyline of what a cult leader do. Muhammad did finish by becoming a military leader, but Jesus never did. He died before he was given the chance to do that.
Spread the word around the world about who I am.
the church community is somewhere throwing Bibles at the script.
But they don't have to, because that's my belief, right? I'm not throwing anything at them for their belief.
They could throw the Bible, they could throw a tantrum, but they actually have no evidence supporting any of their claims. She's right. There is no evidence supporting the Bible. I'm curious what Cal Williams has to say, really.
Beliefs. You're not throwing anything at Muslims for their beliefs. We all believe in different things. Didn't God kill like everyone on earth? except for Noah.
Very fun fact indeed. It seems like Christians came over this like it's okay since 8 people survive, but just God just killed, wiped everyone out except for 8 people. Does that make any sense? Do you think? No, I'm not even gonna go down rant. I'm just gonna continue the video.
The fact that there is a God is the biggest conversation worldwide, but the truth of the matter is,
Not really. It's not the biggest conversation worldwide. Cause let me point this out to people. There's many poor people that are, you know, religious. But when you actually dig down to it and you dig a little deeper, you understand that they don't care enough. They don't care enough to become an atheist. They don't care enough to leave their religion. It takes too much effort, too much mental effort to do so. They just live their life in survival mode. When you do that, you don't have time. If you're already a conservative, born into a conservative family, indoctrinated into a conservative ideals, and you're poor, you generally don't feel like educating yourself. You just really just want to survive. What's the point? You just want to live your life, and again, I keep saying survive because that's what a capitalist system gives people. Put them in survival mode, especially those that are poor. So I was given a chance to really observe my views and given a leeway in a sense some during my teenage years because I was adopted to actually look at my beliefs and see whether they make sense. But if I was still in Nigeria with my poor family, I would never have done any of that. I would be on the streets selling something, hustling, because that's what poverty and being poor does to people. Keep them in survival mode.
there is more reason for you to believe there is a God than there is for you to not. Like the way that things interact, the fact that it was already set up on this planet for there to be medicines for us to find and to utilize. And
Yeah, nobody is here to have you preach to us, cat. Present evidence. That's not evidence of God. That's more evidence of the universe doing what the universe does.
you see what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, yeah, he made a cow. No, to make a cow, it means you had to also have made grass. And it means you would have.
Well, let me point this out. Do we see the end of God making grass? Do we see the end of God making anything, really? No. We don't see no end. We don't see the end of God. We trace the end of God to the Big Bang, and there is still no evidence of the end of God. We've been looking for the end of God, and none are found. The only place where Christians could place the end of God is places where human knowledge have not expanded to. Doesn't that say a lot, Kat? Doesn't that say a lot about your beliefs? But I know you're a stubborn person, so you're never really going to ever become an atheist. I'm just saying, it doesn't make any sense, man.
Had to have invented a whole new eating system for this animal, which was cud, and that means you would then have to have given him 3 stomachs to be able to, and you would have to have known that he was going to then emit a gas that was going to be necessary.
Cat, evolution. Evolution. You can see throughout time, animals even change their diet through evolution.
On the planet, like none of these things
Fertilizer,
are
all of
are
it.
right. The fact that
Seeds.
Fertilizers, the one that like the human made fertilizers or like the nature made fertilizers, like shit.
everything goes together.
Structure to us in everything, all of it. does seem remarkable.
In a no mistakes type of way.
Not really, Kat. It does seem remarkable, but I was thinking today while I was at work. It was quite busy, and I saw a few women. I saw this very skinny woman, and I'm not body shaming or anything, but I saw her and I'm like, how does a whole child come out of woman? I don't know why my brain is going that way. I'm sleep deprived. I only got like an hour of sleep. But I start thinking, I'm like, does it even make any sense? These people talk about the perfect creation of God, the perfect design. But is that really the best design? To make women suffer to actually bring forth children into the world? To make them suffer, and even to an extent, even before medicines or in modern age, many just die giving birth. That's how painful it was. Is that really a perfect design? Huh? Is that the best design your all knowing, all powerful God can do? And please don't come with the comment of, oh, it's the sin of the world. Doesn't that also show that your God is really love seeing humans suffer? Anyways, moving on.
In a synchronistic sort of a way.
With the moon or the sun, we're further back.
We'd be fucked.
That's
Gravity.
why NASA and Space Force are not more forthcoming, because
Oh my god. Of course, he's in with all the dumb conspiracy theory. This is what religion does to people. This kind of person, we actually has a potential to give, to pass news, informations to people through comedy. He fails at doing that. Rather, he could have done research and see whether, the earth is flat or the earth is round. But no, he rather continue with the narrative. With the narrative that NASA is lying to us. And the entire population that work for NASA don't know what's going on. They're so dumb they can't even figure out what's going on. And NASA is just lying to everyone. Does that even make any sense, Kat? Does that make any damn sense?
the further you get in space, the more obvious shit is. Like, once you're up there and you're looking down, this shit doesn't look like there is no God. It looks like you're in the middle of somebody's workshop and they just showed you every single way that every star can be made, every single way a planet.
These people are so delusional. Yeah, she's right. She was right after all. Amber Rose was right after all. These people are delusional. You think you're so important. You're so self-centered. You're so important that this God who and made your entire who and made an entire universe just for the little tiny you. You're a speck in what the universe actually has to give. You're in one galaxy in the millions of other galaxies. Like, these people really think they're the center. The Earth is the center of the universe. Like, and I'm not saying to like belittle people, but like you gotta understand and put things in perspective. We compared to the things that the universe actually have in it, we are quite little.
Can be made every way that a black hole can be, a galaxy, a universe, and then showed you the best of the best. What you're looking for is you need to find a mistake. That's how we would know maybe there's no creator. But we don't go through our regular life seeing things and thinking nobody created it. Like, that would be as weird as us being in this.
Really, we need to find a mistake. I just point out the dumbest thing a God, a all-knowing, all-powerful God could have made in humans. I just point out one thing: woman birth, or woman giving birth rather. That's just one thing. There's also multiple things that our bodies do that are just weird. There's also multiple things that animals, like, what's the point of having animals? What's the point of a dog? Like, there's just a bunch of things that doesn't make any sense. So we can't necessarily point out something. We can't necessarily know whether we will not be here or not be here if an event is altered, because we don't have another universe to test that out. So we will never really know.
This room going, nobody made those curtains, nobody made these cameras,
Right.
no.
These are things that are man-made. When it comes to the universe, we generally don't know who did. You're taking a wild ass guess saying it's God and basing your entire life on a belief, assuming that you will know who this God is. Which is also dumb, by the way. Even if there is a God, we would not really know anything about this God. We would not know if it's a he or a she. I hope to do a video in the future talking about why is God he, and how that doesn't make any sense either.
Nobody, like, what? We never have evidence of that. Well, I'm saying your DNA is either fused or it's not. If it is, it requires a fuser.
I'm saying your DNA is fused with idiocracy. If it is, then at first idiot must be God. Like, come on, cat. I know you're smarter than that. I know you know better than that. To fall for a dumb conspiracy and to just be blatantly lying about shit. Like, this isn't being uneducated at this point. This guy is an educated man. It's just blatant lie at this point. Just whatever. I wasn't expecting much from Cat William. It is interesting though to see how being a Christian will lead to you believing dumb conspiracy. Well, that's all I have for you today. I just want to check out. I saw the video and I'm like, this is interesting. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Oh, also, like and subscribe.